Primos Hunting. Stream the language.
Last winter, Gary Hausman, Glenn Zink, and I ventured down to southern Kansas. We had quite a first day. Killed 9 coyotes. Couldn't find one of them. Got down to thick stuff. But for filming, that's pretty good. 9 coyotes, you know, because you're hampered by filming. It just slows your day up and messing around and filming stuff and setting up different and all that. But the first stand, Gary Hausman shoots these 2 coyotes before we even hardly get started. Just howled up, and the sun's coming up, and they got in behind some stuff and kind of behind me a little bit, and so I said, Gary, just shoot, and he dropped these 2 coyotes, nice coyotes. Well, I kept calling, here comes another one on the dead run, right down below us, right, you can see the alpha dog down there, and he almost runs over it, smells it, and he takes off going hard, and he gets below Glenn. Oh, Glenn's kind of famous for some quick running shots off the cuff, and he puts one right up the old Texas heart shot job here. We couldn't find that coyote. We called some more, and we had one answering around the corner, and they got some awful thick stuff. You had to crawl on your hands and knees, and so we heard this coyote howling, so we knew this coyote was going to be dead anyway. So we go around the hill, and I call this coyote up, and he gets downwind to Glenn, and we get up, and I sneak over, and I'm filming right over Glenn's shoulder, perfect, but I must have double pumped the record button. So we didn't get that one, but it was a really nice coyote anyways. So the landowner's happy. There's 4 dead coyotes for sure. Now we can finally make it back to the pickup, so we go, I suppose, about a couple miles back behind us where the landowner said there was a bunch of coyotes he'd been hearing on the creek howling. So we make one stand to kind of clear it out. Nothing comes in. We blow kind of soft. And now we're in here to do business, and we get one to come over the hill, and I do hit the record button.
Interrogation howl.
That's a Gary on my left looking down the creek. Got the alpha dog set on that ridge out there, about 40 yards or so away. And old Glenn's on my right. The landowner says most of the coyotes should be down in the creek. Gonna do some female invitation howls now.
Okay, stage 1, been about 10 minutes or so, not quite. Gonna go to jackrabbit, kind of windy.
Don't have much room here. They can just pop right over the hill on you. You gotta be ready. Woo! Well, old Glenn Zink, did that one come in for you or what?
He didn't do no peeking when he come, did he?
No, usually they peek on the horizon. Right, man, we couldn't stop that. He wanted that jackrabbit, didn't he?
He was focused.
Huh?
He was focused.
All 3 of us were barking. Glenn was meowing. I started meowing. And he
sound like a kennel.
But there he is. How far is he from the alpha dog there?
20 feet.
Yeah, about 15, 20
That's
feet.
him right there, right?
Yeah.
Good job, Glenn Zink. How far shot's that?
46 yards.
46 yards. Juvenile, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
He acted like a juvenile.
All I know is Glenn Zink rocked his world, that 243.
Five steps, Randy. He wanted that alpha dog.
Yeah, he did. Geez, there he is, old Glenn Zink with another
Glenn's the
coyote.
one on the left.
All right, Glenn.
Every year, this one pet food thing has the ugliest pet food contest. Pet contest.
You just found him.
I am going to enter my pet this year.
Wow.
He is a contender.
Yeah.
No, he won it.
Throw him in, Glenn. We're going to take a group picture. They got scabby ears and everything.
Oh man, look at him.
Yeah. Terrible.
Don't touch him,
Yeah.
Clint.
All right, about
too late.
10:30 and we already got 5 coyotes. And you know, on my videos or seminars, I'm always saying, never give up in life or coyote hunting or anything. You know, things go wrong, things aren't working out, keep trying. Well, here's a couple of coyotes that line up perfect. Gary's on my right, Glenn's on my left, on 3.
Gary, take the right. Glenn, take the left.
These coyotes are begging for it at 146 yards.
On 3, I'll go 1, 2, and then go boom, boom. Ready? I'll go 1, 2, boom. Ready? Ready? Yep. 1, 2.
Here you go, high five, buddy.
Good
That
job,
don't
Glenn.
happen very often.
Well, we go down to Kansas and there are some bobcats around, you know, but we always debate should we get a license or not, because we don't always call them in on my trips down there, because we're always after the coyotes pretty much. But here's a bobcat, shows up, and of course we didn't buy a bobcat license. He's 40 yards from Gary. Gary's heart's pounding, but he don't want to go to jail. Well, kind of a front comes in, a quick moving little front, clouds up, the wind kind of starts blowing a little bit, and we move over to part of the ranch where it's sagey, and sage is hard to film in. You know, some of it's that tall and you can't hardly see the coyotes, let alone get the camera on them, and sometimes it happens fast. And Gary's gonna howl here a little bit and a big old coyote comes around the hill, and luckily I get the camera on it in time because Glenn's gonna plug it. Gary sure sounds good on that hot dog call. This big old coyote must have thought so too.
Shoot him.
Good shot.
Well, old Glenn caps another one here. But he's sure dropping them babies, Gary.
Yeah, I do. You could hear that one dropping.
Yeah, thunk. Boom, thunk.
Way to go, boys.
Hey, thanks, Randy.
Speaking of language out here in Kansas. Well, that turned out to be a good day for the shooters, but it could have been a little better. You know, these guys are human, and here's a few coyotes that got away all on one stand. The boys just couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. This coyote come flying by the alpha dog, but he must have smelled it too. We can't stop him.
Shoot.